Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anirudh Kaptial, and today I will be talking about my final year project, which is a social distancing alert system. So, the other team members who are with me in this project are University roll number 17290100024 Anubhav Singh and University roll number 17290100018 Anirudh Singh. And we have done this project under the mentorship of Mrs. Archana Sharma ma'am. And now, first, I will be talking about the problem statement. So, basically, after COVID, stopping the spread of COVID-19 became a big task. So, ICMR issued some guidelines regarding saying that people need to maintain social distancing because social distancing is an important way to slow down the spread of infectious diseases like COVID, and people are asked to limit their interactions with each other, reducing the chances of the disease being spread with physical or close contact. So social distancing alert system can definitely help in reducing the spread of COVID-19. So that is our proposed solution, a social distancing alert system. So I will be talking about how our system is going to work. So basically, it is our idea is to create a system that uses pre-installed cameras, recorded videos to analyze images from public areas like shopping malls, streets, to see whether the public is adhering to safety measures like maintaining social distancing. So this project uses Python combined with deep learning and computer vision to monitor social distancing, and a web application will be built and hosted on the cloud, which will be streaming the video of social distancing violations. So let's first talk about the project flow, how things are going to work in our project. So first of all, we are taking the camera and video feed as input, and from any camera, any surveillance cameras or any cameras at any place, and then using that input, we are then detecting pedestrians in the frame using the YOLO model. So basically, YOLO is an object detection model, which I will be explaining about it later. And then after detecting pedestrians, we are locating the positions of the pedestrians in the frame. So basically, detecting each pedestrian in the frame, then calculating the centroid of the pedestrian is detected, which means for every pedestrian, we are calculating their centroid and then finding the distance between their centroid to the other pedestrian who are detected, that distance. And then after finding the distance, we are saying that if the distance comes out to be less than, because we are talking in terms of image visualization, so we will be saying about pixels. So we are saying that if distance comes out to be less than 50 pixels, then we will be bounding that two people with the red bounding box, because that means they are not adhering to social distancing, and they are very close to each other. So we are also marking the people who are safe with the green bounding box, and we are also counting the number of bounding boxes which are very near. We are also displaying the count of violations in the frame, how many people are not following social distancing, and again creating a Flask application for the same. And so I will be explaining the flowchart of our project. So first of all, we are reading a frame, right? Frame by frame we are reading, and we are sending that frame to our object detection model, which is YOLO in our case. Then through our object detection model, we are detecting people, right? So after detecting the people, what we are saying, there can be two cases. First, the people we have detect is safe or unsafe. So if he is maintaining a distance greater than 50 pixels with every other individual in the frame, then he is definitely safe. Otherwise, he is unsafe. So basically, if he is safe, we will be bounding it with the a green boundary box. But if he is unsafe, then we will be bounding him with a green bounding box. uh, yes. So now we're talking about the tools and technologies that we have used. So first of all, we have used the Python IDE, which is Python Integrated Development Environment, and then we have used OpenCV to take the input, take the video input, and then we have used IAMutils. So IAMutils is basically to resize your frames and play with your frames so that you can make a more sharp input. You can make your input more sharp and more easy for your object detection model to detect images. So for that, we have used IAMutils. Then we have NumPy. NumPy is again a mathematical library used for image visualization. Then we have used YOLO. So YOLO is an object detection model. So other than YOLO, there are other object detection models as well. But when it comes to real-time object detection, there are only two models which are open source, which are YOLO and SSD, that perform very good at for real-time analysis. And we have not used SSD because we are aiming for precision, and YOLO beats, when it comes to accuracy, YOLO beats SSD, single shot detector. So that's why we have not used SSD and we have used YOLO in our project. Then we have Flask, right, for building the web app. Now if I talk about where can our project be in application, we can see where we can see our project in application. So we can say that at airports, hospitals, offices, schools, at any place where people are used together, and we need to surveillance, we need to provide a surveillance to them, or we need to monitor them by some kind of source. So our system can work for it, and it can make sure that at a particular safe is safe or unsafe by detecting that people are maintaining social distancing there or not. So I will be showing you a sample input and output to give you an idea how things are gonna work. So let's suppose yeah, so let's suppose this is our input video in real time, right? So this is a normal input video that we are getting from a surveillance cam. Now the corresponding output for this video will look something like this in real time. Yeah, so as you can see, we are calculating the total number of people we are detecting, then the safe and unsafe people. We are marking the two people unsafe when their pixel difference is less than 50 pixels, which if your camera quality is HD webcam, then it will equate to around 2 meter distance at a real life distance. Pixels 50 pixels equals to 2 meter in real life. So that's how we are working. Now I will showing you some another sample as well. So this is again maybe a real time feed that we are getting from somewhere, and the corresponding output for this would be this again. So again we are also marking the a location as safe and unsafe depending on how many people are unsafe. If more than 50% of the people are unsafe, we can also send an alert to that particular place that this particular location has now become unsafe. So we can we can add on these things. And we are currently in process of publishing our paper. It is under review, and we are waiting for the response. So our research, and the previous research work which was done on this topic was regarding detecting people, but not many have used the application which we have used in our way, which is to detect people and then calculating the pixel differences. So this was not done in the algorithm, so we have made the changes in the algorithm, and we have implemented it in according to the R use case, which is to detect people, then calculate the pixel differences. So this was the change that we have made from the previous work which was already done in this manner. So that this is our final year project. And thank you everyone.